Hi everybody. Right now we will learn how to add a invoice in ERP Gold and make changes on it. So first what we need to do is to select the customer, and there as we discussed, there are multiple customers here, so we'd select this customer and we clicked on transaction. In the transaction tab, we'll see there's multiple options. There's an estimate, order, invoice, receive, payments, return, and all that options. So let's start from estimate. So there's already an estimate that we made for this particular customer. Let's add another estimate, and we are going to add an estimate. So this is a screen that an estimate screen, so we can change a customer from here as well, but because we already selected a customer and it brings down the customer name, its main address is already selected. So once we will save, it will show us the shipping address. The items is basically the ones and on the dock date. So we can also change the dock date based on how you want it. We want to go back, you can change the dock date, or we can go forward. You can select the dock date based on your own reference. Due date, you can also select the due date for any estimate to be expire or anything. So item. So in the item section, you have to select an item. Now these items come from the list of the items that you add in the system. So this is a sales module, this is a purchase module, and this is an advanced inventory module. So if you look at the advanced inventory module, and I'll open up this one in a new screen. So what it will do, it will show us the let's open up in the advanced inventory module and item master. So open up in a new tab, and it will show us the list of the items that we have. So here we have the list of the items. We'll talk about that in a different video, that how we can go and add new items. So we have added already 3 items, and we will be looking at those 3 items for right now. So I selected an item called packaging service, and packaging service we can add more description, or we can delete or change the existing description. Packaging services for and we can set up a quantity. We can say we have done that service for 40 items, and there is a rate, and we can apply that rate. We can say it's $2 a piece, for example, and it's packaging service, so the total amount is $80. Now this is an estimate again. We can add a shipping charge for estimated shipping charge, or any other charge that you would like to add. If there's any discount you wanted to add, so we can say that there will be an additional $50 for shipping charges, and there is another $5 handling charge, and there will be $8 discount. So calculating all that together, so it will be, the total will be $127. We can type a memo for the customer here. Due in a week. All right, and this is just a regular memo for yourself. If you wanted to not it to print on the screen, then you can hit save and continue, or you can hit save and close. So save and close will take you back to the previous screen, and save and continue will bring you back into the same screen. So now we have saved, and it is the estimate is saved. So you can see that now from this there is more buttons available. So we can select the print button. What it will do, it will open up another screen, and it will print that estimate. It will bring the PDF format of that estimate, and you can download it, you can print it, you can download an email to the client, or whatever you like to do, and all the details are available here as well. Going back to this one, and we say that we wanted to change this to an order, so we can just click convert to an order, and it will be converted into an order. So from this order, screen, you can make changes based on the customer's requirement. You says no, we don't want to have 40, we may have 50, and that will change up all your calculations. And then again, you can say estimate was approved. And we will go back and do save and close to check this button, and this will be bring us back to the main screen. So now we can again select, this is the customer that we were adding some data or the estimates and orders. So so going back to the transaction screen, now we can see that there is an estimate that if we select on that we created, and it was there. And then we created that estimate change that estimate into a sales order. So if we look at it, there is a sales order. So the amount is changed is because what we have done, we have changed the quantities, and we have the change quantity from 40 to 50. So our order contains the updated quantity. Now going back to the customer center, we have into the transactions, we have an invoice and that we generated. So this is the invoice that we created from that order. It's right here. You can change the invoice, you can edit it, and you can print it, you can delete it if you want it, you can void that invoice as well. You can do the packaging print. So what packaging print means, that it brings down the description of the product, the quantity for going with the package, and if there is any tracking numbers based on the estimate is the notes that we added in the memo. Now if we have any payments that we have received from that customer, so we can go back to the customer center and going into the transaction, we say we have received the payment. So what we will do, we will say add new record, and we will select amount. We say we have received $20, for example, and we will apply that payment towards that one invoice that we would like to apply it. For example, we would like to apply this towards this invoice, and it will be available with the due balance. We can also say auto apply. When we say auto apply, what it does is basically it applies it towards that invoice that you have selected, or you can say that you would like to apply towards just one invoice, and you can just do it this way, and it will be selected on the payment that you have received. Now going back to the basics, that what we have to do is we have to after applying, we have to make sure that we save this transaction. So I can say create, or we can say create and close. Create and close will take it back to the main screen. Now we can go back to the received payments, and we will see that we have received the following payments for that customer, and which we have applied into the different invoices. If there's any return, you can create a return. Here's the return that we have created that is against an invoice, and it will be showing up in the transactions. Aging summary shows us the amounts that we have the customer currently owes as, and it's basically based on your net terms, that is it lying between in 1 and 30 days, or 31 to 60 days, or 61 to 90 days. So because we have just created all these invoices, so they are not falling in between any of these item sale history. So item sale history tells us the items that customer has been buying, and the document date, and the document numbers, and also the item prices that the customer has been paying on those items. Sales graph shows us the graph for particular items. If we select it based on the price, if we select it based on the quantity, if we select it based on the gross profit, if we select this based on the date and time, you can change all that. So this is a small view of a customer's history, and as well as customers' invoices and order management. Please give us your feedback, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. Thank you very much.